Hi there, this is Judy with Paper Palm Tree, and I have this pretty little card I want to share with you today. It's for Christmas, and you open it up. It's called a book fold, and this has been around a while, but I wanted to make something that I could use my Christmas stuff with. So very cute, and I'm going to show you how I put this together. So let me get the products out. So you're going to start with a base card, A2 size card. This is 8.5 by 5.5, and I've scored that at 4 1/4, and that's going to be the outside. And then for the interior, where the fold is, this piece is 5 by 8, and I'll show you how to score that. But you could do this a different color and change it up, but I wanted the focus to be on the book part, so that's why I chose to use the same color. So I think that'd be cute different ways, but anyway. So this paper here is from the Designer Series paper out of the Merry Little Christmas DSP stack, and love this paper and wanted to use this. And recently I've gotten another stamp set called Wonderful Life. It's in our holiday catalog. And, you know, I passed this up the first time I ordered from that catalog. And I don't know why, because now that I have it, this might be my favorite of all the ones I've gotten out of the holiday catalog. Very cute. It's this says it's Wonderful Life. So it's kind of that vintage Christmassy stuff, and love that. So I used this stamp, I used the banner, I used Happy Holidays, I used Ho Ho Ho, and the tree, and the gifts. So I've used a lot of that just on this one card. The other stamp set I used was also from the, what is that? From the holiday catalog. It's Festive Phrases, and I've used this stamp set, and I wanted to use this to have this featured, so that's what I used on the front. So love that also. And for the colors that I've used on the inks, and I've gone ahead and did my coloring on these. I've used Old Olive, Real Red, Basic Black, and I had a gold foil pen that I used. And then, what was that? Soft Suede, I think. So this is stamped also with Real Red. So, but just to save time, I've already done my stamping and the coloring, because this video really is about how to do the book fold. So let me get out my scoreboard, and I'm going to start with the outside piece first. And I'm putting the long side up, and oh, I've already scored this one, I'm sorry. But you're going to take this down at 4 1/4. Now, the second piece, or the inside piece, you're going to do the long side up here, and you're going to score 4 down the center, and that's going to be the center of this. So, before I finish the other scorings on this, I want to cut. So, I'm going to get my trimmer out. And for the short side up here, I'm going to put this right side of this cardstock at the 1 inch on this side of the trimmer. Now, I don't know if other trimmers have that detail on the other side, but I use it that way. You could do it the other way if you've got something different. And you're going to start at the 1 inch mark because this has the inches along this edge. So you're going to start 1 inch there, and you're going to pull it down to, where am I pulling this down to? To 7. So here's the 7 mark. So I'm going to go down to the 7. And I'm going to turn it around and do the same thing on this side. So I'm at 1. And I'm bringing it down to 7. Like so. All right, now I'll get my scoreboard back out, and I'm going to score this where these cut lines are here. I'm going to score in between here at the 1 inch mark. I'm going to score again in that same, where the cuts are, at 1.5. And then on the outside, not on the part that's folding in, but on the outside to that first cut line, I'm going to score that at 2.5. And let me get a piece of paper and to follow that 2.5 line down right there. Okay, I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to do the same thing. You could, you know, work out the other, but I find it just as easy to do this. Kind of come back. So I'm doing this at 1 inch, and then 1.5 inches, and then I'm going to do the 2.5 inch on the outside here, and there. And that's it. The rest of the card goes pretty simple. All right, so for this, the cut area, I'm going to bring this in. And of course, this cardstock, you want to make sure that you burnish it nicely for it to lay flat. Okay, so that's coming up, and this is going to go, this is going down. So, I think that people call that a mountain. So I've scored here, I've folded here, and then I've come up on this one. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I hope I'm not making this harder than it needs to be, but this is how my mind thinks anyway. So I've got those two pieces. So this center part, this 4-inch part, is going to come up, and these 2.5 inch scored lines are going to be folded that way. And that 4-inch center will get folded also. So when you get all of that done, this is what I like to do. Fold it down. And give everything a nice burnish on it. You know, do it on both sides. And so when you open it up, there it is. And once you do it, it is easy. Okay, so I'm going to put these pieces on the inside. Let me give you the dimensions on those. So this is, let me see where my notes are on this. This is 3 inches by 2.5. So I did 2 of those, and you know, you could put all kinds of images on there, but I just really liked how this looked. So I'm going to take my adhesive and put those down. This will go on that side. And you want to make sure that it doesn't cross that scored line because it has to fold. And that's where my error was on the back. Didn't get it stamped well. That's the beauty of having the other side. You make an error. Oops. And this one's going to go on this side. Just like that. Isn't that pretty? Very cute, very cute. Alright, so let me get the base of my card, and I'm going to make that fold. And this is my mat. It's going to go on the front, right there. Love this paper. The paper pumpkin this month had the box was made out of that. I just love that paper. And my first stamp on this, I had gotten some outer edges. I flipped it over. I'm good to go. And I'm going to put it right, just make sure it's level, right about there. All right, now, so to put the insert in, I am going to use a liquid glue. So I'm going to fold this back up, and I'm going to put the liquid glue along this edge. And the reason the liquid glue works well for this is it gives you a little wiggle room, and I'm only doing it on the one side first. And this Tombow really holds nicely, so I'm going to line this up. Let's see. I think I'm going to keep it folded. I'm going to line this up so that it is, this edge is 1/4 away from the top. I'm going to press that down. Then I'm going to put adhesive on this side. And I'm going to close the book up like that. And give it a good smush. And there's my card. Love, love. Think it is so cute. It's a good way to really focus in on the stamps that you're using. So it folds nicely. It will fit into an A2 size envelope, and I think I'll make some of these for Christmas cards because I really do love that stamp set. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, if you'd hit the like button, and if you'd like to see more from me, if you'd subscribe to my channel and check out my website. If you want any of the products from Stampin' Up, I have a shop button on my blog. It's on the front page, and you just click that shop button and it'll take you to the purchasing area. So I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, bye.